Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a new series where I rank every single Marvel Rivals skin up to this current season. We're going to start off a game with tanks. Okay, it's been a week since I released the last video, which did really well, by the way. Thank you a lot. But I've just been struggling so hard to come up with how I want to structure a tier list. I want to get some things out of the way first before we begin. It won't take too long. But these skins and Marvel Rivals in general has a very distinct issue compared to Overwatch in the terms that favoritism is heavy in this game. So many other characters get like all the legendaries. A lot of characters that have been out for a while now, near the beginning of the game, don't even have a single legendary, and they have like 3 skins. So yeah, it is a genuine issue. And as you can see, these are the tanks right now. Look how little there is. I mean, it has been out for a shorter amount of time, but even still, a lot of them just fill in with the same people. Other than that, I'm just going to rank the skins purely on how it looks. I have these categories right here. Pinnacle of a skin. They're a little different from my Overwatch series because I tried to play as many games as I could to get intel, and I genuinely, for the love of God, could not get any. It hasn't been out long enough for me to really do it. It's just so meta-based. So I'm purely ranking these skins on how they look. Not popularity, nothing else, just on how they look. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any more point in delaying this. If you enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get to it and do it. Alright, we're going to start off with Angela, one of my main tanks, and we're going to start off with her skin, Skull 2099. And it's also the skin that I use. This skin already is very cool. Like, I always like this cyberpunk futuristic aesthetic, and the helmet she's wearing is awesome. This purple like design on her hair and just like all her, like these colors really combine really well. But I feel Marvel Rivals definitely has more opportunity for art, I guess you can call it, and more freedom for animation and stuff because of in the style that it's kind of placed in. It's not so like 3D and generic, I guess we can call it, as Overwatch. It's definitely more artistic. It follows that kind of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse sort of aesthetic. So there's definitely more freedom for animation and stuff, as we can see with the MEPs and other things. But when it comes to the skins, I feel like they don't really take full advantage on what they can do. I don't know. And I don't even think it's a base of the way that the characters design. It's just kind of what the creators themselves are willing to do, because they always fall back into, like I said, gooner bait. And this one, it is really cool, but then again, like, it's a skin tight suit and she does not have to be showing all this cleavage. Like, that was just completely unnecessary. This could have been like really something great. It is a skin I use, and it's out of all her skins, well, she has a couple, but like out of most of her skins, which is not a lot, it's just literally this right here, 6 skins, and it's her only legendary actually. Okay, other than that, I think it's still a good skin. I do not feel right putting in Pinnacle of the skin. Oh yeah, I also want to mention, I'm not gonna like split them up. I'm just straight up gonna do them all together. Yeah, this is gonna be a little faster than the last one, but what can I do? What can I do? But other than that, I think the skin is just good, but I feel like it could have been a lot more. I'll put it here in good designs. It's not it's original. It's a legendary original. I'm still gonna put it in here in good designs. I might even change this name. I might just take off the comic accurate. You know what? I will do that. All right, the next one is Ace of Spades, and this one's an epic. I don't really know the Marvel Rivals logic when it comes to making the categories for their skins, like what's legendary and what's rare or epic. Because we're going to come across some skins that are like, I feel even better than a legendary, but they just decided to make him an epic. And I think this is one of them. Look at how much different she looks. Like, her hair is a lot more different. Her Skull 2099, her hair's the same. It's just like has more color to it. But this one, her hair is entirely different. She's wearing a cool helmet, a really cool outfit. I think I might still put it at the top of good design. But this Skull 2099, like, I'm really, and this is the one I use. It's generally the one I use. I just like the MEP a lot, and I just like already the aesthetic of like futuristic cyberpunk. But other than that, like putting them side to side, I don't feel right putting them together. You know what? I might. It's mid. Mostly Gooner. It's still mid. Like, it's just mid. Ace of Spades. It's a good design, and I'll leave it at that. Odin's beautiful daughter. Oh, when I saw this skin, I thought it was really cool. Again, I don't know how this one is not a legendary. It is a little like Gooner-ish, I guess, in a furry way, but I won't get into that. I still think this skin is really cool. They changed her entire body. I like the mask she's wearing. I feel like they could have made her face kind of like whatever they were going for, a wolf or something. But I think the skin is really cool. I like her. I like the colors of her fur. I think they go well. This is kind of what I mean, like when they have a little more opportunity to kind of go a little more out with her outfits, with everyone's outfits. I mean, I think I might just put it on this again here. Good design. If you disagree with this, please let me know. Do not kill me in the comments, but just let me know. All right, Doom Angel, and this is a rare. I like the helmet she's wearing. Yeah, it's like pretty different, honestly. Like I said, what she's normally always wearing just like a heavenly Valkyrie or god bra and a bikini. Like that's her armor, that's her whole outfit. So when they do this, she's actually wearing full-on outfit. She's wearing a whole armor, she's wearing a cool helmet, and the skin is really cool. It's not Gunnar. It's not Gunnar. Why did I name these like this? All right, I'm back. I had to add another tier because I was genuinely not knowing how I wanted to do this. I'm gonna drag her Doom Angel to decent. Now we got a decent range because I was messing this up. This is a huge change. All right, good thing I started this off. I should have started this off at the very beginning, but we're doing it now. I'm sorry. Okay, Doom Angel is decent. These two up here are just good design, and this one is, I like it, but it's just mostly Gunnar. That's it. So she has Carillion Lightbringer and Soriana's Silver. These are just straight recolors of her original skin, but again, her whole outfit is just her being practically naked, so wear your clothes at. And the other one, it's just bad. I never see anyone use it, and I'm putting it in straight garbage. And there you go, that's Angela. I don't think anyone can complain about that. That was extremely messy, and I apologize for that. This is the first of a new series, okay? We gotta start off bad, apparently. But yeah, this is Angela, and we're gonna move on to Captain Americano next. Alright, his Avengers Infinity War. He already looked like really cool, but I don't think I can put it anywhere other than decent. I think maybe at the top of decent for now. Brett Hendrick, the Star. I think it's good. I don't know why his shirt is like ripped a little bit. Football players should not be like wearing that. I think it's just a good football skin, but he doesn't offer that much other than, you know, just looking like a generic football player with apparently a not functioning shirt because it's kind of ripped. I'll put it here at the bottom of mostly Gunnar. It's just an average skin. It's a good football related skin, but other than that, it's just nothing any crazy. Captain Gladiator. Now this is a really cool skin. His hair is cool. The huge like shoulder pad he's wearing, that has like a whole ass face on it, looks awesome. He does look like a really good like gladiator, and it's unique. Like it's actually really unique. It is a good design. I was giving it just a lot of praise, and it definitely looks a lot more different than his original, like his normal design. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of good design. Captain Clintar. This black goes really hard. Anything like symbiote vibe, obviously, is just like really high. They never miss when it comes to those symbiotes. Like the most fucking awesome thing Marvel has ever created. It is like kind of relatively the same as his original, but I still think it's really good, and I don't feel right putting it in decent, so I'm gonna put it again in good design. Cap Wolf. I like that they changed his face. Actually, it gives off exactly what it needs to give off. Like I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I can't put it in the pinnacle of a skin, but I might have to put it like maybe beside her beautiful daughter, right here in the center of good design. That's really all I can say. I don't know. I'm just not convinced of something giving me pinnacle of a skin. I'm sure we'll come across something here, but I don't know. These two characters so far, they're just not exciting enough for me to put any higher. Cursed Captain. Now this one looks actually really awesome. I like his skin and his armor. He just looks like a demon. But I feel like this one might be maybe below his werewolf skin, Cap Wolf, here in good design. He's actually getting like a lot of good designs. Yeah, I'll leave it here in good design. It's good for what it is, but again, it's nothing crazy. All right, Galactic Talon. His armor looks cool. And honestly, this one, I'm like sort of inclined to just put it at the top of decent. I feel like there's not anything too insane to put it like here. And yeah, I think I might just leave it here on decent. His Clintar one is unique because it's a symbiote and it just looks really fucking cool. But here, it looks cool, but it's just nothing really different. It's just his helmet that's cooler. So that's it. That's all I can say. Or Star Spangled Style. I always like it when characters wear classy shit. I think it just looks really good. His suit is really nice. Again, I might just put it here in good design. I'm sorry, this is such a mess. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I will put it here. No, above his Cursed Captain. Here we are. Second place of his Captain America skins here in good design. I don't think any of them are better than these Angela ones, honestly. I'll leave them here in good design. That's all I can say. Captain Aim Erica. I just like yellow. But other than that, I think it's It's not Gunnar, but it's definitely not anywhere crazy. And you know what? I might just put him where your clothes at. It's just yellow. I'll put it at the top of where your clothes at. And his golden age. That is like a good skin, and it's like original, you know, like his original skin. But again, it's just nothing crazy. I'll put it here at the bottom of mostly Gunnar. And there you are. That's Captain America. I probably butchered him like really badly, and I'm sorry if I did. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing with this tier list anymore. I'm just speaking. So yeah, if you do not agree with this, please let me know your opinion. Again, I'm not doing based on popularity. It's just purely on how it looks, and these two characters so far don't have enough to offer for them to go any higher. So yeah, here they'll stay in where they are.
A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of milk, a container of bread, and a Joe Dirt DVD. A Joe Dirt DVD, Scarlett Johansson, and Treasure from a Fish Tank.
Alright, Deadpool. Bro, I'm so happy that season where he was like talking over and over and over again is finally God. Okay, his Captain Pool skin. Now this is like a pretty good skin. It's like kind of all over the place. You got Captain, and then you got cutesy vibes, because look at his boots. Look at a thing on his hip, and like the little ponies on his back and stuff. His helmet is cool. Like he's like a cyborg. And then he's a captain, and then he's shirtless. And like I mentioned, he's cutesy. Like it's a good skin, but there's just so much going on. And none of them really follow like a theme, I guess you can call it. I think I can again just put this one in good design. It's a good design, but I feel like if they would have just committed to maybe just making him look like a captain or something, it would have been a little higher. I don't know, I just feel like there's just too much going on for me to fully appreciate it. I guess I'll just stay here in good design. His maid skin. I think this skin is like really it's stupid, but I think it just looks good. It suits his character a lot. There's still a lot going on, but at least it goes with the rest of his outfit. I think finally, we have finally found a pinnacle of a skin. Because not only does it suit the character, not only does it look very creative, not only does it have a lot going on, and it's not like or clashing with one another. I just really like the skin. I feel right putting it in the top of pinnacle. And compared to like Angela and Captain America, he also is not like very, I guess, crazy in design. There's not like a whole lot of stuff going on. He just wears a suit. And what they did with him compared to what they did with Angela and Captain America is a very big difference. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it up here in pinnacle of the skin. Alright, the Spirit Squad. I just like the shirt he's wearing. I like this blue color. No, I'll put it here. Third place of mostly Gunnar. It's not Gunnar, but it's below decent. Okay, Worker Woes and X-Force. I think X-Force looks cooler. He looks more unique, and this black and white go really hard. I like his eyes too. This one I will put in decent. I think it just looks like these colors look really nice. And his Workwear Woes. This one honestly is just wear your clothes at. And there you are. That is Deadpool. We finally got our first pinnacle of the skin. Finally. That's all I can say. Let's move on to Dr. Strange.
Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass. Booted up my PC. Cause I need to get that Fortnite Battle Pass.
Alright, first up, Bleecker Street Strut. Again, he's wearing a suit, looking all classy and stuff. And he does look significantly different than he does with his just normal outfit. And the color combination, I like his hat, obviously. This skin is actually really good. There's nothing wrong here. And it looks significantly different than what he always wears. I do not think I can put it in pinnacle, but I'm going to put it at the top of good design. It is a really good skin, and he does look much different than what he looks like in his normal outfit. But again, there's just nothing too insane going on for me to put it in pinnacle of the skin. You know what I will put in pinnacle of a skin? His Multiverse of Madness skin. And it's going at the top because they changed his voice. He looks incredibly cool. It's just a reference to, you know, the Multiverse of Madness movie, which was a shit show. I literally don't even want to touch it. Look at all the arms that are poking out of him. These colors are cool. And this just was already like a really cool design. I think it warrants putting it up here in pinnacle of a skin. And other than that, it's just really popular. Alright, God of Magic. I really like these colors, and I like his third eye and his colors of his eyes. But then again, he doesn't really change too much from his original. So I'm going to put it here in decent. I don't think it's too crazy. Or I'll put it at the bottom of good design. I don't think it's better than any of these ones right now. But it's just it's a pretty decent skin. So yeah, I'll put it there. It's decent, but it's not going indecent. Right, his Phantom Sorcerer. This is the one I wear. I really like this purple color. His outfit is just cool. And I like his cape. I might put this one also in good design, but this one I will put a little higher. There's going to be a lot of good designs, but it's just they do well with them, but just not enough for it to be in pinnacle of a skin. I think his Phantom Sorcerer is here in good design. Next up, Sorcerer Immortal. I like this colors, and I like this like red ribbon thing that's going around him. I think that thing is like really cool. His hair's fine. His whole outfit is good. I just like the colors, but I don't think it's anything too insane. The only thing I really like is just this ribbon thing around it. I might put this one here in the middle of decent. For like one of the first legendaries, I think it's again decent, like I want to say. Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. It does look good. It's just an epic, but it doesn't look too crazy, and it's not really anything different from his original. So yeah, I might again have to put this one maybe below. I'll put it below Doom Angel. Steven Sanders. It's kind of like his Bleecker Street strut in the terms of, I mean, he's a doctor. This is his doctor outfit, and so it's good in that regard, and it's a good doctor outfit, but how crazy do you want it to be? And I don't think it's as good as his Bleecker Street strut. It's just a doctor, like I said. It's good for his character, but it's not anything crazy or unique. I'll put it below a good design. Like I said a million times, it's just a good doctor design. I think I'll bring his God of Magic down here to the top of decent. And Old Man Strange. Now this one is like a pretty unique skin. I like this like Bifrost stuff he has on his hands and stuff. And he just looks really cool as an old man. But I might have to put this one at the bottom of good design. No, you know what? Screw it. Above his doctor one. Master of Black Magic. This is not a good skin. I'll put it at the straight garbage. It is Astral Wanderer. Like they straight up just changed everything into blue, which I think it makes it unique. I think it's just here and mostly Gooner. Yes, people goon to this. And that's Dr. Strange. I know, like, crazy opinions from me, I know, but whatever. This is all I can say. Oh, God, but you know who we're coming up against.
Let's see. Hot dog, taco, hamburger. Hot dog, taco, hamburger.
Alright, now we're on to Emma Frost, and just straight up looking at her, can I put any of these skins anywhere higher than mostly Gooner? Look at this. This is the pinnacle. This is the epitome and the pure actual like description of what Gooner means. And here is where we're gonna highlight a lot of complaints when it comes to this game. Black Queen of the Marauders. Okay, let's just get the complaints out of the way. Why does she always have to be wearing a freaking leotard, bro? Is she allergic to pants? Like, if she were to cover up her legs, would she just cease to exist and just die on the spot or something? Like, don't get me wrong, her figure is nice, and as humorous as it is watching her animation and those thighs jiggling about and those boobs as well. How many times do we want to see this? Can you not do more with her outfit? Is she not like the most like canonically most dripped out woman in the series? Why is she always just wearing the same shit? Just exposing her skin. What can I really tell you? That what she's wearing, her jacket that's wrapped around her and her hat carry this thing entirely. And but the rest of her outfit, what the fuck is this? It's horrible. This could have been so much more, but no. Let's just put her in her leotard again. We need more Gooners in this game. I know it's popular, but what other options do these people have? And I know people mostly play Emma Frost because they like seeing that. I'm speaking to you directly. We need better skins than this. In terms of Emma Frost skins, it's just decent, but it's going here in mostly Gooner. I mean, in terms of mostly Gooner, it's going at the top, but in terms of skin and what I'm actually going for, it's going at the bottom. Gala Glam, her Hellfire Gala skin. Again, she's wearing a leotard and a cape, and I know there's an option where you can take off this cape. So whenever I see you in game and you're not wearing the cape, I know what type of person you are, okay? But I'm also mad because I did see what her potential could have been with this Hellfire Gala skin. Was wearing like a full suit or whatever, or like a really nice full-on dress, but apparently that's illegal for her. If she's caught wearing that, they will kill her. Middle of where your clothes at, or I guess in this case garbage. And her Hellfire Protocol, her only legendary. I like the colors. I do like her MVP and stuff. I'm not gonna base it on that. I don't even know how much I want to keep talking about Emma Frost. She probably has the worst skins out of this entire layout, man. Just the same thing over and over again, and none of them look good. Her only legendary, and I don't think it's good enough. I think it's going along with her Hellfire Gala skin. And where your clothes at? Queen of Diamonds. Even more Gooner than the last one. It just gets worse and worse. Her hair is unique, I guess. This is again maybe here. Actually, no, I like it more than these two. The hair is more unique. So yeah, I'll put it at the top of where your clothes at. Her first X Revolution, her first like real Gunnar skin, and this is what established how this was gonna play out for Marvel Rivals when they released this skin. Because holy shit, they are not scared to take these sort of risk. Man, they're all going in the same warrior clothes at. There's a little subgroup of just Emma Frost here. Right, Phoenix Diamond. This skin is actually really popular. I like the colors, but it's just the same thing. I'll put this one at the top of her little subgroup here and where your clothes at. Man, isn't this disappointing? And now we're back to just her recolors. So she has Golden Diamond, she has Will of Galacta, and she has Blue Sapphire. I think I like Golden Diamond the most. Her Blue Sapphire one is probably just straight garbage. Her golden one, I'll put it at the bottom of mostly Gunnar. Honestly. And her Will of Galacta, like near the top of where your clothes at. And that's Emma Frost. I'm sorry if this offended you. I'm sorry if I didn't throw all her fucking naked ass skins here in Pinnacle of the Skin. You understand why I made these ranks, right? You understand why I put these labels on here. That's all I can say. Moving on.
It seems like trees might be worth a try. So I say, let it.
Alright, now we're on to Groot. And I think we finally reached a person that's unique enough for them to like really go all out with their skins. And I think they do always a decent job with his skins. So I'm actually excited for this. We're finally at someone where I think he's going to get a lot of really good skins. Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 3, to be clear. I think it looks just good. It's a good reference to what it was. Well, he looks more like Rocky, I guess you can call it. He looks more like a rock than he does a tree. But I'm still going to put it... I'll put it at the bottom of decent. That's really all I can say. Mecha Flora. I think this one looks really cool. He has that map where it's like Ultron and then him. And I think this one has a good like variation where he's Ultron, kind of like a robot. I like his shoulders, like a giant like mine, like a underwater giant nuclear mine. But he just looks like a robot. It's not anything too crazy. I'll put it here a good design, and I'll put it with Phantom Sorcerer. Holiday Happiness. There's a lot that's going on here. Like his core, his shoulder, there's like amber, his crown, his huge beard. I don't think, can I put it in Pinnacle of a Skin? I think I will. I think it just looks really unique. And I'll put it at the bottom of Pinnacle of a Skin. There's a lot going on. Especially in his head, like the crown he's wearing with the stars and stuff, and his beard. Yeah, I'll put it up here in Pinnacle of a Skin. And his Ygritte, there's a lot going on. He's Yggdrasil, you know, the world tree of Norse. And you know how I feel about Norse mythology. Or these orbs he's wearing around him. I think also this one, I might put it in Pinnacle of a Skin. I'll put it at the very top. I like it more than all of these skins so far. It's definitely the most unique. And for his first legendary, it was a very good one. Symbiote Flora. This is a rare, and I am so surprised it's a rare. This one's a rare? Look at his shoulder. It's a freaking mouth. Look at his head. Look at what he's wearing. This is what I mean when I don't understand why how Marvel Rivals like determines what these skins are gonna be. I guess whether they have an MVP intro, whether they have a freaking like intro in general or whatever, I genuinely do not understand their logic. I'll put it here. 4th place in good design. I think these Angela skins are better. This skin got robbed of legendary. Carved Traveler. There's nothing really too crazy that's going on. I like the color of his wood, like of his body, I guess you can call it. I just like the colors, but there's really nothing going on here. I'll put it here. 5th place in mostly Gunnar. Big Buddy. He's just wearing like a suit. And I know this is like from the Guardians of the Galaxy, like the little combo they all have. But it's just nothing insane. Honestly, I just have to put it at the bottom of mostly Gunnars. It's nothing too insane. And his final one, Abius Algae. I like this bluish color. I think it suits him well. It'll go here along mostly Gunnar. I'll put it above these 4 right here. Yep, and that's Groot. He was the first person that really was able to kind of go all out more with his outfit. I think they did a good job, especially with these 2 up here. But other than that, I think they're doing pretty fine with Groot. They just got to keep going at it. All right, moving on. All right, now we're on to Hulk. And I feel you, Hulk Veins. I feel you. You have only gone 1 legendary. I feel your pain. You need more justice. You are not given the amount of justice you deserve. In the game, gameplay-wise, you are butchered. Skin-wise, you guys are just neglected. And here, I'll give you guys justice and what you deserve in this ranking. Well, I hope I will. Let's start off with his Maestro skin. This one is comic accurate, and he's already like intimidating. Let's start with Bruce. I think Bruce just looks really good with his beard. His outfit looks decent. Hulk himself looks awesome. Not going in pinnacle of a skin, it's just going in good design. That's all I can say. Despite all the praise I was giving it, I'm just gonna put it here in good design. I'll put it honestly below his symbiote Groot. Here in good design. That it's good, right? That's good. We can be happy with that. Okay, Joe Fix-It. Okay, you know what? This one I might put in pinnacle of a skin. Because look how unique it is. Hulk is wearing like a whole ass suit with a hat. His skin is different. Bruce also wearing a full suit. I love his sunglasses. I also like his hat. Yeah, I'll leave it up here in pinnacle of his skin. I'll put it third place. I don't think it's better than Zombie Strange and Groot, but it's still in the middle of pinnacle of his skin. Punk Rage. I like the tattoos that Hulk is wearing, and his whole mohawk is kind of crazy. Bruce looks good too. I like his hair and his general outfit, but the skin is just nothing insane. I think it just looks funny because Hulk is wearing all these tattoos, but that's pretty much it. I'll still put it in decent though, here in the middle of decent. Mighty G-Bomb. This skin is really popular because the sweatiest people will use this skin. He's just gray. That's it. Hulk is just gray. In popularity wise, I see the skin so often. It's like pinnacle of a skin in terms of popularity. But looks wise, what can I tell you? He's just gray. No, here near the bottom of where your clothes at. I'm sorry, I know I said I'd give you justice, but I gotta be honest here. Alright, and his legendary. Bruce himself looks really cool. I like his arm, like the whole armor he's wearing on it. Hulk himself looks like a fucking gladiator. He looks awesome. But for a legendary, I feel like this skin right here, his suit skin, and even Maestro is better. And I think I might just throw this one in decent. I'll put it second. I'll put it third place in decent. It's just nothing too crazy for me. He looks cool, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing too crazy. And that's Hulk. What can I tell you? That's Hulk. We gotta move on. I'm sorry, Hulk. Hulk means you have my condolences. Definitely. What can we do? Moving on.
Still too loud!
Alright, now we're on to Magneto. And he is like my main, I guess you can call it. I have the most hours on him. He's definitely my main tank. There's no reason to ever nerf him. There's no reason to ever buff him. He is perfect the way he is. And his skins, I feel like they're all really good. Magneto is my favorite villain out of like all of Marvel. I don't know why. Oh god damn, his only legendary binary sword, and it is the skin I wear. I'm gonna put this one in pinnacle of a skin. Trust me, I am not biased. What can I say? I'll put it below his Hulk one. I'll put it below these three. Look at him, he's like half cyborg. There's just so much going on here. So yeah, I think the skin is just really awesome, and it's definitely warranting of a legendary. I wish he would have more, but for the only legendary he has, it's a pinnacle of a skin. So yeah, it'll stay up here. All right, Sea of Autumn. He looks really classy. He's like mogging the shit out of us right now. Like, I just like his general outfit. I think maybe with his with this Captain America one here, Captain America's suit and his suit one, they literally look exactly the same. Now that I'm putting them side to side, they look identical to each other. They're both good designs for their own regard. But other than that, they do look identical. What the hell? I just realized that. And that's kind of what happens when it comes to the men and their like formal wear. They're always just gonna be wearing suits, and they're always gonna kind of look the same. But this one, this King Magnus one, now this one is a really good formal wear. It's just like a really good outfit. I might put it second place in good design. All right, Master of Magnetism, and it looks really cool. He looks intimidating, and I like his helmet a lot. But there's just really nothing insane about this skin. Honestly, in second place of Mostly Gunner. Or I guess I'll just keep calling it mid. It's just a second place of Mostly Gunner. It's good, but it's just nothing insane. I don't even think it's decent. I might have a terrible opinion on that, but that's all I can say. Temporal Tyrant. I like the giant M. That's like a hologram on his chest. I think that looks really cool. But I'll put it here in decent, like near the bottom. It just looks cool, but nothing too crazy to stand out. I just like I said, the holographic M on his chest. All right, Trial of Magneto. He's like a prisoner, and for a prison skin, I feel like they could have actually added some shackles to him. Like maybe like huge handcuffs on his arms or some shackles around him. I feel like that would have been really cool. It is a good skin, but like I mentioned, I feel like there could have been a little more, because here he's kind of just flexing his arms on us. I might have to put this one in Mostly Gunner, and this one I feel like warrants it. All right, black and gold. This is just the recolor, but I like his eyes. His default outfit already looks pretty unique. I think it's just good. I'll put it here. I'll put it at the bottom. I think it's fine. Uncanny black steel. It's not as good as his black and gold. I might put it at the top of where your clothes at. I don't think it's right in Most Lagoon or anything. And Will of Galacta, I think again here and where your clothes at. Yeah, that's Magneto. Compared to Overwatch, like I always had like a complaint to say because it was just consistent with every single skin. But here, there's just not enough skin for me to form like a whole opinion. I definitely gave it with Emma Frost, but with everyone else, like I'm really struggling to do this. Please be patient with me. This is all I can say for now. Okay, I don't think I'm doing bad so far, but what can I say anymore? We're moving on to Penny, and I'm excited for Penny.
My name is Penny Parker. I'm from New York in the year 3145. I have a psychic link with a spider who lives inside my father's robot. And we're best friends. Forever.
Penny is kind of how I want Hulk to be. Having the amount of skins that she has. But Penny just gets more favors. She has more legendaries and just overall more skins. And I feel like they dedicate a lot more time to Pennies. They really cook when it comes to Pennies. Like all her skins are really good, I feel. They're all unique. I wish there was a way where you can actually see Penny though. And I know a lot of people have this complaint because you cannot see her at all. So you can't appreciate herself. You just appreciate the mech. Other than that, let's say you can always see them, okay? I think they do cook when it comes to Penny. And we're gonna start off with her newest one, Badlands Lullaby. Let's start with Penny first. I like her button eyes a lot. It just reminds me of Coraline. I like her whole outfit. She looks like a creepy doll and the little teddy bear on her hip. Penny herself looks really good. I like her hair a lot. And her mech, Spider, I like the huge coffin on his back with the jack-o'-lantern, the like spiritual jack-o'-lantern. I think that looks really cool. The head of the mech, how it has like an open chest that's like a furnace, and the head itself has like a noose with a hanging teddy bear. I think that looks incredibly cool and creative. I only had good things to say about the skin. I'll put it second place. I'll take a little gamble. I'll put it second place. All right, now we're going on to the skin that I wear, Floral Frights. I think this skin looks good. I don't think her mech looks as good here as her other one, but I feel like Penny herself here looks really unique. I like what she's wearing. I like her makeup a lot, the Dia de los Muertos makeup and stuff, and the flower she's wearing on her head and stuff. But yeah, like I said, the mech itself is not really anything too insane. It's painted over, but there's nothing insane like the Scarecrow one. Penny really carries this outfit, and you can hardly see her anyway. I still think it's a good design, but I'm not going to put it in good design. I'm going to put it here, second place of decent. You see, no biases. It's the skin I wear, but I cannot deny I do not think the mech, which is the main thing you can see, really brings it up higher than decent. All right, Venom. I like the head of the mech here a lot. I like Penny's hair. I think it looks pretty funny. And this whole color looks pretty good. But it's just the head that's good. I'm going to put it here at the bottom of decent. I'll put it above this gold one. All right, Snow Spider. I like her outfit a lot. I like Spider a lot. His chest is like a snow spider, but he's wearing a hat as the head, which I like. And the whole outfit is just, or the whole mech is made out of ice. This is actually like a really unique skin. I might put it at the bottom of, actually, you know what? I might reorganize some things here. I'll put Deadpool's at the bottom, or I'll put Groot's at the bottom, his holiday one. Deadpool next, and then I'll move Penny's right here above her, the Magneto one. There's just a lot that's going on. I really like Penny, how she looks. I really like the spider mech suit. That's all I can say. Wasteland mech. I like the thing that she's wearing, her helmet. I like the thing a lot. It's really huge and bulky. Like, Spider looks pretty good. I like the head of Spider. And I like her outfit. She has like a prosthetic leg, which is cool. And Spider just looks really cool. He looks like a freaking car. Like a old engine and stuff. I'm going to put it again here in good design. I'll put it with the Maestro skin. Okay, Yatsukahaigi. I like what she's wearing on her head again. It's just huge and fluffy and it looks kind of silly. But Spider especially, I feel like he carries this outfit a lot. Look at his chest. It's a giant like monster with a mouth, like with a huge mouth and the big like eyes that are on it. Yeah, I definitely think that Spider carries his outfit pretty hard. The only thing I like about Penny, I like her outfit, but the thing I like the most is just what she's wearing on her head. I'll put it above these three skins here in good design. Penny's Blue Tarantula skin and also Olive Skimmer. I think blue tarantula looks better, so I'll put it here near the bottom of mostly Gunner. And her olive skimmer, no, this one is not good. I never see it anywhere around. I'll put it at the very top of straight garbage. It's just not good. There's Penny. I gotta just keep moving.
Give me a soul. Ooh. Give me a soul. Ooh. Give me a soul. Ooh.
Alright, now we're on to Rogue, my final Lord tank. And she only has 4 skins. Alright, we're going to do Mrs. X, which is the skin I wear. I just like this dress. I think she looks really pretty here. I like her hair. I like these colors too. Whoever designed her here did a really good job. I'm going to put it in good design. I'm not going to put it in pinnacle of a skin. I might put it here in this little group with Magneto, Dr. Strange, and now her. And her Savage South. Oh boy. I know this is from a comic, but it doesn't excuse anything. I know people say it's like, oh, it was from a comic. It's not like they're trying to do it. But there's so many other skins in the comic that you can freaking use. But no, you know what? They know exactly what they're doing. It's still a good skin, and I cannot deny like Rogue is a baddie. And she does look really good. Like, we can appreciate her body. But it's a little too soon. They jump way too forward with the skin. I like her hair a lot. But this outfit, like, what can I tell you? Second place in mostly Gunner. And you know what? I've been looking at her Angela one. We're going to jump way back to Angela. But I'm looking at her Angela skin, and it just feels wrong down here for some reason. And this is the skin I use. I will put it here, near the bottom of decent, but not mostly Gunner. I think it's just a decent skin. You just jump back to her if you're even paying attention at this point. But yeah, I put the Skull 2099 in decent. All right, and Queen's Defense, also Searing Heart. I like Queen's Defense a lot. I like the like checkered pants she's wearing, and this whole gray and black off goes really well with her hair. So I think it's just like a good skin. Honestly, I do not believe this is a bad recolor. I might honestly put it here in decent. I'll put it near the center of decent. It's just a good color combination. And finally, her Searing Heart. I also like this color combination, but it's just not as good as the one I just mentioned, the Queen's Defense. I'll put this one in where your clothes at. I'll put it here, 4th place of where your clothes at. That is Rogue. Not a lot of skins. She has one really good skin, one mostly Gunner skin, and Rogue is a really good character, and they did really well with her, like gameplay wise, I feel. But she definitely needs more skins. We're moving on.
Say that again.
It's fantastic.
Say that again.
It's fantastic.
Say that again.
And now we're on to like the 3 final tanks that get the most skins out of everybody, especially Thor. And we're going to start off with La Cosa, or Thing. Fear itself. He just looks like molten rock. It looks really cool. I like these like tendrils and mouths that are around him. But when they put these tentacle mouth things and then they gave him just like a molten body, I feel like they don't really go well with each other. They could have saved these tentacle mouth for something else that would have gone along with his body. Here they kind of, for me personally, I feel like they clash with one another. It's still a good skin. I just don't really see anyone using it. I might have to put it here in decent. Put it 3rd place in decent. The molten rock thing is a good idea, but I think it's mostly getting carried by the tentacle mouth things. All right, Future Foundation. I think this whole outfit looks pretty good. I know like all the Fantastic Four got it. But other than that, I think this one is just kind of mostly Gunner. Maybe here. I don't really know. That's all I can say. All right, Rocky Tide. Now this is like a pretty decent beach skin. I like his tank top. I like his do-rag and the sunglasses. He just looks good as a beach skin, and is really popular. Like this skin is really popular. He's wearing like a little bit of sunscreen, like just marked on his nose and his cheeks, and I think that's a good touch. And it's just a good design for a beach skin. I'll put it maybe below his Old Man Strange in good design. All right, Symbiote Thing. I like his hanging tongue that he has out all the time. His whole outfit, like his whole body, I should say, it's pretty good. But his head is the most unique thing. And I think I might just throw it again here in good design. And I'll put it above I'll put it here, above Penny in good design. All right, Trench Coat. I think for a Thing skin, this one is a pinnacle of a skin. I'll put it along with Bruce Banner's right here with his suit one. I think they both give off the exact same vibe. Like, look, putting them side to side, the Thing and the Hulk genuinely look exactly the same. Like here, he has like the camera. He looks like a detective. So much more unique than a lot of his other skins, because here they just show off all his body and stuff. But here, no, he's wearing like a full-on outfit. I think they did a really good job on this skin. It is incredibly popular. I love his sunglasses. Yeah, it's gonna stay up here in pinnacle of the skin. I don't think anyone can argue with that. All right, sunshine thing. He's definitely showing us his sunshine. I like the flower necklace he has, but he's wearing a freaking Speedo. Everyone, keep your pants on, please. And I'm talking about the players, not the thing, but also every character in More Rivals. Please put on some clothes. What can I tell you? How exciting do you want this to be? He's just naked, practically. The only thing I like about this thing is it's humorous, but I just like the necklace around his neck. I'm at loss of words here. This is going in where your clothes at. Near the bottom of where your clothes at. Alright, the Fantastic Four 4 Steps. I thought that was a pretty decent movie. And this is a decent outfit. Like, his whole body is covered and stuff. But, like, it's just nothing crazy. Well, like I said, it's nothing crazy. I think it's going in mostly Gunner. Maybe with the Feature Foundation one and above it. Alright, blue thing. They actually changed his entire skin color, which I think is unique. And I kind of like this recolor. I'll put it with the Magneto black and gold here at the bottom of decent. First Family and the Unlimited. He's just wearing shorts. And at this point, there's really nothing I can tell you. I think they're both going down here in straight garbage. And at the very bottom. He's just wearing shorts. What can I tell you? And that's the thing. The nightmare for all dive. But that's really all I can say. We're going to move on.
Behold the god of thunder!
Out of all the tanks, I feel, that being Thor, he has like a lot of legendaries. And they always like give this guy skin. I guess we'll start with his newer one, Boogie Bolt. I like his hammer. I like his hair. He just gives off, like, he just looks like Elvis. I like his suit, and I like the like lightning bolts that are on his shoulders. I don't think it's pinnacle of a skin. I really don't, but I do think it's a good design. I'll put it with Phantom Sorcerer here in good design. God of Winter. He looks like a frost giant, like a Jotun. So he kind of looks like his brother especially from the movies. You know, his eyes are red, his skin is blue. He has ice on his shoulder and stuff. This is, again, another good design, I feel. I'll put it above Penny's, but below Thing's symbiote skin in here in good design. Alright, Reborn from Ragnarok. I think it looks good for that regard, but his other skins kind of outclass it. Other than that, there's just nothing too insane. The design itself already was decent, so I might put it here in decent. I'll put it below Angela here in decent. Alright, Herald of Thunder. His Herald of Thunder also gives like the same vibe of Reborn from Ragnarok. I might put it along with his Reborn from Ragnarok skin here in decent. They look exactly the same to me. Alright, Lord of Asgard. This skin is like really cool. And it's like his most popular. Look at his helmet. Like that shit looks fire. And his giant like cape thing with all the fur on it and stuff. I think this one, you know what, I might put this in pinnacle of skin. I'll put it above Deadpool and Groot. But it'll stay here in third and near the bottom of pinnacle of the skin. It's just a really good skin. It's an epic, which I'm really surprised about. He looks insanely intimidating, and I just really like the skin. It just looks cool. Lightning Fast. He just doesn't look at anything crazy. He looks like a mechanic, but it's nothing too insane. I think it's just a mostly gooner. He's just flexing on us again. Okay, now we're on to Majestic Raiment. This is his Gala skin, but again, it just kind of gives off the same vibe of Reborn from Ragnarok and his Herald of Thunder. His outfit is cool, but honestly, it's just nothing insane. I might put it here at the bottom of decent, honestly. Worthy Waves. I really like his hammer is Throg. I know he's just like at a beach, but I think it's a pretty decent beach skin, especially with just his hammer and the noises it makes. Ribbits and stuff when you whack people with it. It's kind of gooner bait, but I do kind of appreciate this because just of the hammer, honestly. I'll put it in 4th place in decent. The outfit itself is still like a good beach skin. Honestly, nothing crazy. It'll stay here in 4th place of decent. Thor Love and Thunder. I really like these color combinations for Thor Love and Thunder. There's blue, gold, and red. It does look really accurate to how he did in the movie. The movie was a whole shit show, but the outfit was really good. Man, Thor is just falling in decent right now. I genuinely don't feel like putting it. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put it in good design. Like I said, it is a good design, and it's pretty good for what it was going for. His low-key Thor, a frat boy douchebag. It'll go below his Thing's Future Foundation skin. His last skin, Midgard Umber. I've never seen anyone use the skin, and I don't think it looks good. If I can choose between this one and his original by far. So yeah, bottom. Very bottom of straight garbage. And that's it. Now we're on to Venom, the final character. But yeah, with Thor, he's kind of like really pampered because he gets a lot of legendaries. I don't think as much as Venom, as we'll see, but even still. And Thor he just has decent skins right now. I don't know why.
The Insanity SMP. It's hardcore Minecraft, but everyone has unique superpowers. And today, you, the viewer, get the chance to join.
And now we're on to basically the favorite person of everyone, that being Venom. And we're going to start off with Gummy Surprise, which I feel like is a very underappreciated skin. Like, I genuinely see nobody use this skin. And a lot of people didn't like it. They're like, oh, you made Venom cute and stuff, or you made him look dumb. I think it's just funny because he's wearing a skirt and you see his big booty. And his whole outfit just looks really goofy. In a good way for me. I think I might just put this one in decent. I feel like it's underappreciated and overhated, but I'm still going to put it here in decent. In the middle of decent. Alright, Lingering Imprint. He looks insanely intimidating here. I like the yellow glowing things around his body. His whole he looks really burly and bulky. He looks like Bane from Batman. I think this skin is just really cool, and I'm gonna put it honestly 3rd place in decent. I think it's just a really cool skin. Alright, Reborn King in Black. I like these colors, and I like his tongue sticking out. A lot of people don't like that you can actually see Eddie Brock's face. Like, they would have preferred him closing his mouth. I do honestly kind of fall in that too. I feel like if they would have closed his mouth, he would have looked a little cooler here. His shoulders are insanely cool with feathers and like the Phoenix Force flowing out of it. I do like the giant tail he has on his back. I'm still gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it again here in decent. I'll put it here above Captain America's Infinity War skin. All right, Snow Symbiote. This whole like design on it and this white color combination is really awesome. I might put it here in good design. I was thinking of putting a Pinnacle of Skin, but I think that's too much. I'll put it here in good design. It's a good design for a skin, but it's not enough to be a Pinnacle of a Skin. Space Corsair. Okay, you know what? This one I might put in Pinnacle of a Skin. It kind of falls again in the line of his Phoenix skin, where you see Eddie Brock. But here, I like how they made Eddie Brock look just massive. It's so unrealistic, but they just made him look like that for some reason. But look at what is going on with like his head and stuff. Like there's a mouth, like a huge mouth wrapping around his entire body. I think it just looks really unique. He doesn't look as like out of place here, I guess you can call it, compared to his Phoenix one. Like his head is not just like sticking out of his mouth. So yeah, I might put this one, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of Pinnacle of the Skin. That way you won't hate me for putting it up here. I don't know, I just really like what's going on with around his head. I think it's just really cool with all the teeth and stuff. All right, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I don't think it's like in game. It's not the best looking like 8-bit skin. It's really just blurry. That's all it is. But I really like this like shade of black that he's wearing, and himself, he just looks really good as Venom here. It looks smooth, and I like it for that reason. But in game, it looks kind of goofy, and it's honestly it's just nothing crazy. I might put it with his Lingering Imprint, 4th place of decent. Space Knight. I like the armor he's wearing a lot. I think it's a good design. You know, I might make a couple adjustments here. I'll put his Space Knight at the bottom of good design, and I'll move his Lingering Imprint. I'll move it to God of Winter here in good design as well. And now we're on to just purely his recolors. First up, we have Hyper Orange. I think it just looks like a good orange recolor. That's all I can say. I might put it here in decent. Put it at the bottom. No, I'll put it with Blue Thing. Cyan Clash. I feel like this is the least popular out of all his recolors, and it's my least favorite as well. So I might put it here in where your clothes at. His Anti-Venom. I really like his eyes. They're like flames and stuff. It looks really cool. I'll put this one as well in decent. Or would I be crazy in putting this one at the bottom of good design? I think it looks really cool. They definitely do it a lot better with the recolors in this game than they do with Overwatch. I can definitely say that. The final skin out of this whole tier list, Pink Bubble. Maybe with his orange one. That's all I can say. That is every single Marvel Rival skin ranked for the tanks at this current moment. They're not doing too bad. It's really all over the place. You can see why I didn't want to split it up. Look, there's really not that many skins. I just did them all together. I don't think I did too bad. I think I put them exactly where they need to go. There's definitely a lot of complaints I have, especially when it comes to this particular woman right here. Like, she genuinely did not get anything above mostly Gunner. I was kind of like joking when I said that, but no, really, it was just not good. There's definitely a lot of skins or a lot of characters that need more skins. I'm looking at Hulk, okay? I'm looking at Angela. I'm looking at Rogue. There's a lot more tanks that need more skins. I think this is good enough for tanks. It was really messy, I apologize, but other than that, I hope you were able to at least get some sort of satisfaction out of this. Please let me know your opinion in the comments. I really want to know where you would place these skins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.